15 Terrifying Facts About the Human Body. Hello, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're going to explore the fascinating and, at times, terrifying aspects of the human body. From strange phenomena to mind-boggling facts, get ready to be amazed and maybe a little scared. So, let's dive right in. Fact 1. The brain's potential nightmare. Did you know that our brains can sometimes turn against us? In a condition called exploding head syndrome, sufferers hear loud and terrifying noises, like explosions or screams, when falling asleep or waking up. It's a spooky experience. Despite its alarming name, exploding head syndrome is not physically harmful and doesn't cause any physical pain or damage to the individual experiencing it. The loud, explosive sounds that people with this condition hear are purely auditory hallucinations and do not originate from external sources. It can be a startling and unsettling experience, but it is generally considered harmless. Fact 2. The dark side of yawning. Yawning might seem innocent enough, but did you know that it can be contagious? The reason behind this is believed to be our primal instinct of mirroring others' actions. However, some studies suggest that psychopaths may not experience contagious yawning due to their reduced empathy. Fact 3. The ominous alien hand syndrome. Imagine your hand acting on its own, seemingly possessed by a force beyond your control. Alien hand syndrome is a rare neurological disorder where one hand functions involuntarily, often defying the person's intention. It may even engage in actions like unbuttoning shirts or slapping the face. While alien hand syndrome primarily affects the hand, it can also extend to the arm or leg, causing involuntary movements and actions. Some individuals with AHS may even experience their affected hand fighting against their other hand, leading to a struggle for control over their own body. It's important to note that alien hand syndrome is a rare condition and its exact causes and mechanisms are still not fully understood. Treatment typically involves strategies to minimize the disruptive behaviors and help the person cope with the condition's challenges. Fact 4. The horrors of sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is a genuinely terrifying experience. During REM sleep, our muscles become temporarily paralyzed to prevent us from acting out our dreams. But when this mechanism fails to switch off upon awakening, people can find themselves trapped in a nightmarish state, unable to move or speak. While the exact causes of sleep paralysis are not fully understood, it is believed to be linked to disrupted sleep patterns, sleep deprivation, irregular sleep schedules, and sleep disorders such as narcolepsy. It can also be triggered by factors like stress, anxiety, and sleep deprivation. Although sleep paralysis can be a distressing experience, it is generally considered harmless and tends to resolve on its own without any long-term effects. Fact 5. The intriguing phantom limb phenomenon. Losing a limb can lead to a bizarre phenomenon known as phantom limb. Even though the limb is gone, amputees may continue to feel pain, itchiness, or even sensations of movement in the missing limb. The brain's inability to adapt immediately to the limb's absence causes this perplexing phenomenon. The prevalence of phantom limb phenomenon is relatively high among amputees. Research suggests that approximately 60 to 80% of amputees experience phantom limb sensations, with the intensity and duration varying from person to person. The phantom limb sensations may occur immediately after amputation or develop over time. Various treatments and interventions can help manage phantom limb sensations. These include the use of mirror therapy, where a mirror is placed to reflect the intact limb, giving the illusion of a functional phantom limb. Virtual reality, sensory stimulation, and certain medications can also be used to alleviate phantom limb pain and improve overall well-being for individuals experiencing this phenomenon. Phantom limb phenomenon is a complex and individualized experience, and the specific mechanisms behind it are still not fully understood. Ongoing research continues to shed light on this intriguing phenomenon and improve therapeutic approaches to assist those affected by it. Fact 6. The bone-chilling coder's delusion. Coder's delusion, also called the walking corpse syndrome, is a rare psychiatric disorder where individuals believe they are dead, decaying, or missing body parts. Imagine living with the constant fear of being a walking corpse. Coder's delusion is often associated with underlying psychiatric conditions such as depression, bipolar disorder, or schizophrenia. It can also occur as a result of neurological conditions or brain injuries. The exact cause of Coder's delusion is not fully understood, but it is believed to stem from abnormalities in the brain regions associated with self-awareness and body recognition. Treatment for Coder's delusion typically involves a combination of psychotherapy and medication. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can help challenge and modify the delusional beliefs, while medications such as antipsychotics or antidepressants may be prescribed to manage underlying psychiatric symptoms. Coder's delusion is a rare condition, and those affected by it may require understanding, support, and professional help to navigate their experiences and regain a sense of reality. Thankfully, it's a treatable condition with therapy and medication. Fact 7. The unsettling Capgras delusion. Capgras delusion is a disorder that makes people believe their loved ones have been replaced by imposters. They may genuinely recognize their family members' faces, but feel that they are somehow fraudulent. The exact cause of Capgras delusion is not fully understood. It is believed to arise from a disruption or dysfunction in the brain circuits involved in recognizing and processing faces, emotions, and familiar stimuli. The disconnection between the visual recognition of a person and the emotional response associated with them may contribute to the development of this delusion. It's worth noting that Capgras delusion can be distressing for both the individuals experiencing the delusion and their loved ones. A supportive and understanding environment, along with appropriate professional help, can play a crucial role in managing and treating this rare condition. Fact 8. The disturbing autobrewery syndrome. Autobrewery syndrome, also known as gut fermentation syndrome, is a rare condition where the digestive system converts carbohydrates into alcohol. This means that affected individuals can get drunk without consuming any alcohol. It's a bizarre and potentially dangerous disorder. Autobrewery syndrome is a challenging condition to diagnose and is often misdiagnosed or overlooked. It requires a comprehensive evaluation, including blood tests, breathalyzer tests, and testing of breath or urine for alcohol metabolites. Treatment typically involves a combination of dietary modifications, such as reducing carbohydrate intake, and the use of antifungal medications to manage the overgrowth of yeast or bacteria in the gut. It's important to note that autobrewery syndrome is a rare condition, and individuals experiencing symptoms suggestive of it should consult with medical professionals for an accurate diagnosis and appropriate management. Fact 9. The menacing Stone Man syndrome. Stone Man syndrome, or fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, is an extremely rare genetic disorder where muscle and connective tissues progressively turn into bone. Imagine slowly becoming trapped in your own skeleton. Sadly, there is currently no cure for this debilitating condition. Stone Man syndrome is caused by mutations in the ACVR1 gene, which affects the functioning of a protein involved in regulating bone and tissue development. The disorder follows an autosomal dominant pattern, meaning that a person with one affected ACVR1 gene copy from either parent can develop the condition. In most cases, Stone Man syndrome arises spontaneously without a family history of the disorder. Fact 10. The chilling sleepwalking tales. Sleepwalking may seem harmless, but some sleepwalkers have done the most astonishing and even horrifying things. From cooking and eating in their sleep to leaving the house or even driving, sleepwalkers can unknowingly put themselves and others in danger. Fact 11. The unsettling exploding bladder myth. You may have heard the urban legend about someone whose bladder exploded from holding in urine for too long. Well, fortunately, it's just that, an urban legend. While holding in urine for prolonged periods can lead to urinary tract infections, it won't make your bladder explode. Fact 12. The spine-tingling Alice in Wonderland syndrome. Alice in Wonderland syndrome is a rare neurological condition where a person's perception of objects, including their own body, is distorted. They may perceive things as smaller or larger than they actually are. Imagine feeling like you've suddenly shrunk down the rabbit hole. Alice in Wonderland syndrome is most commonly experienced during childhood and typically resolves as the individual reaches adulthood. However, in some cases, the condition may persist or recur throughout adolescence and even into adulthood. It is considered a rare condition, and the frequency and duration of episodes can vary widely among individuals. Fact 13. The petrifying sleep-related eating disorder. Sleep-related eating disorder is a condition where individuals consume food during sleep without any recollection of it upon waking up. They might eat strange combinations of food or even non-edible items. It can be quite alarming and pose health risks due to potential choking hazards. Fact 14. The bone-chilling human botfly infestation. The human botfly is an insect whose larvae burrow into the skin of mammals, including humans. Once inside, they feed on flesh, causing painful boils. Thankfully, this creepy infestation is quite rare and typically occurs in tropical regions. Fact 15. The mind-bending locked-in syndrome. Locked-in syndrome is a devastating condition where individuals are conscious and aware but completely paralyzed. They can't move or communicate, except through eye movements or blinking. It's a truly frightening state, trapping one's mind within a motionless body. And there you have it, 15 terrifying facts about the human body. From strange disorders to eerie phenomena, our bodies are capable of both astonishing and spine-chilling things. Remember, knowledge is power, so stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of our extraordinary selves. Thanks for watching, and until next time.